Hello friends! So as promised, this video will be me catching up with you and talking about all the things that I've been doing and why I haven't been posting YouTube videos. So the first thing I want to start with is that I was changing my business model a little bit last year to include more garden consultations versus full-blown projects. And what a garden consultation is just me showing up to somebody's garden, maybe for an hour and a half, or half an hour, it depends, and looking at their space and just addressing issues, troubleshooting, designing on the spot. Between last year and this year, I did almost 300 consultations, which is crazy. But what I've learned from being in so many different spaces is just how different our gardens are and how different the people are and what they want. But what's interesting is that there are certain common themes and certain things that people are looking for, especially in our local community. There are a lot of invasive species that we battle with. Sometimes gardens will be just swallowed, let's say in English ivy, and people just don't know how to address it. There are a lot of deer in our area, so people are not sure what to plant. And I just show up on the spot and we kind of brainstorm things. I show them pretty pictures and I see the sigh of relief that they can actually have a garden. But also probably the most common thing that I see among people who try to garden or just regular homeowners who try to spruce up their space is that they're overwhelmed. There's just so much to do. They don't know where to start. So my thing is small steps. Take one small area and just improve it, and it will give you a really quick win, and then you can kind of move on. So the consultations have been incredibly popular. I have gone to so many homes here in our area, but I've also done virtual consultations as far as Portland, Oregon, which is amazing. Another thing that happened in the beginning of the year, pretty much in the dead of winter, is that a friend of mine reached out to me and she said that she wanted to start a native nursery. But she herself doesn't have a horticultural background, she's not a designer, and she was looking for someone who knows native plants, and we have a very few designers locally who know native plants well and how they behave. So she wanted me to create a plant selection for her nursery of native plants that are well behaved, that are suited to certain environments. For example, if somebody has dry shade or a very sunny area, there is a plant selection for that. But also she came up with the idea of garden kits. So let's say you have an area that you want to design, but you just don't have that designer mindset. And she wanted me to design ready gardens. So you can buy a full kit of a garden, let's say for a sunny area or for dry shade. And I had so much fun designing all of the kits. They were so incredibly popular. And her plan was to sell the plants seasonally in the spring and in the fall and avoid the heat of the summer, which was a great idea. We had so many heat waves already. But we had a couple of months of sales and I was helping her at the farmer's market and it was so much fun. It was great interacting with people, hearing their challenges with the garden, deer, shade, whatever the situation is. I cannot wait for the fall. Another fun thing that happened this spring is our local township asked me to consult on a tree giveaway. So they got a grant to give away hundreds of trees to local residents, and they wanted me to make a tree selection that is appropriate for our size yards, so small to medium. And all of the trees were native to our area, and we had 3 days of a tree giveaway, and it was fantastic to see so many people interested in planting a tree, because we are losing tree canopy in northern New Jersey at an alarming rate due to storms, air pollution, car accidents, all sorts of things, people taking trees down and never replanting them. So during the tree giveaway, I would ask residents the size of the yard, their sun conditions, and I would recommend a specific tree. And then they would walk away with a little baby tree that I also told them how to plant, how to take care of, how to protect from deer. So that was so incredibly fun. Okay, the dog wanted to join the video, and since he's here, I am going to talk about him a little bit. We have been having some health issues. I'm not sure if I told you guys he had cancer 2 years ago. Oh, he's gone now. He had cancer 2 years ago, which was super aggressive. They gave us 2 weeks with him, but it's been over 2 years now. We did a radiation at the time of the cancer that happened, but as a result of the radiation, the side effects were that his legs are giving out. So he needs a lot of help, helping him up the couch or down the stairs. He needs a lot of medication. We've been going to the vet a lot. I know those of you who have pets, you know how much you love them, and absolutely every single thing that you do for them is so worth it. He's doing okay right now. We're still having some issues with one of his feet, but he's still with us, and every day is truly a gift. Okay, back to the video, and the next thing I want to talk about was truly the highlight of the spring, which was filming a garden show, which I cannot even believe I'm saying right now. But what happened is that Bailey Nurseries, which is the parent company of Endless Summer Hydrangeas that you see right here, Easy Elegance Roses, and First Editions, invited me to Athens, Georgia, to one of their facilities and headquarters, which they needed to design around. They invited me and a number of other content creators to film a show and design the space, which was incredible. It was the best time ever. I cannot even believe that happened. It's kind of like all a blur. But basically, the first couple of episodes came out, and each content creator has an episode. And my episode is coming out next Tuesday, which I think is July 14th. And I will put the link into the description down below. You guys, you should check it out. I've watched the previous episodes and they are so good. I actually wish we could do this like once a year, some sort of a show of building a garden somewhere. It was so incredible. It was an incredible collaboration with Bailey Nurseries, with the team of so many creatives, with the editor, the videographer, other content creators that you probably watch and recognize as well. So anyway, that happened. Of course, on top of all of that, I am still a practicing landscape designer with projects on my roster and installations and dealing with contractors and getting bids and getting plants and designing new gardens. So that has not gone away, and as you can understand, with all of that has been happening this spring, the YouTube videos kind of had to take the back burner position, so to speak. There was another big reason why I couldn't make YouTube videos. It was road work. We had so much road work done in our town and our neighboring towns with endless noise, either of jackhammering or asphalt rollers. Something was going on almost every day, and it's been happening for almost a year, which was incredibly annoying. So it was very hard to film content, because my idea of content or watching other people's content is peaceful gardens or peaceful gardening. And it was nothing peaceful about what was going on around here. But I think they're almost done. I think the next phase is paving the roads. I think after that we are okay to go on and film videos again. Anyway, I'm happy to be back, but still I don't think I will be able to post videos as consistently and as often as I used to do. I used to post at least 1 or 2 videos per week, which was crazy. I don't even know how I did that. But I'm definitely gonna try to give you updates at least every couple of weeks or once a month, because there are some projects that are happening in the garden, and the next one is very exciting. I actually already finished filming it, and I was waiting to do that for a very, very long time. But thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out with me. I hope you now understand why I haven't been around as much, but I miss you guys, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next one.